My name is Ricky Jamaraz and I create music under different artist names for something that I like to call the Jamaraz Music Universe. My most recent project has been this 90s indie rock album by a band called Glinter, right, which is a fictional band that I made up, and the whole album was recorded and mixed on one of these. Today you're going to get a guided tour behind the scenes of one of the songs from the album called All Dressed Up, and I'm going to show you exactly how I mixed it on my 8-track cassette recorder.
I got all dressed up for you. I got all messed up.
So here we are, this is my 8-track cassette recorder. It is a Yamaha MT8X Mark II, which is basically the Rolls Royce of 8-track cassette recorders. It sounds very cool. It's got like, you know,
a brand new shirt. Even wore my special.
It's got like loads of cool stuff on it. So first of all, we've got drums. As you can hear, yep, that's definitely drums. We've got bass, bog standard bass there. You got a guitar there, electric guitar, very lovely. Got lead vocals here.
But you know we're like always.
We got backing vocals
I got
now.
all dressed up for you.
Right, and then lead guitar. Tambourine here. On the last track here, we've got a backing track, which is just an acoustic guitar and a metronome. The reason why that's there is because when I recorded the drums, I needed to record the drums along to something, so I knew where I was in the song. So I recorded this little backing track with a metronome from my computer and a guitar. Let's talk about limitations, right? Because recording on tape, an 8-track cassette recorder, comes with its limitations. First of all, obviously, 8 tracks, right? You got 8 tracks to play with. There's no more. You can't add another one. Even though you've only got 8 tracks, there is such a thing with cassette recording and tape recording in general as bouncing. And what that means, say you've got 8 tracks, you can actually have more than 8 individual things within those 8 tracks. How'd you do that? Well, basically, right? So you got 2 guitars here. Let's say you wanted to bounce those 2 guitars onto one track. You can do that. So basically, it's essentially recording the output of 2 tracks onto one track. Once you bounce these 2 guitars, you're stuck, right? Because let's say that you recorded bass and banjo on here over the guitar tracks, right? When you record over things on tape, it deletes. There's no undo, it just deletes, right? But that's okay because you've got your guitar fader here with both the guitar tracks. But then you realize one of the guitars is too loud and you want to turn it down and turn the other one up, but you can't do that now because you've just got that single recording that you made of both the guitars. You can't change the volumes, you can't change anything about them. You're just stuck. You're just gonna have to deal with it. So that's why there's like some danger. It's thrilling, you know, to bounce stuff. And I didn't actually on this song bounce anything because I'm a scaredy cat like that, and I was afraid to commit to anything. But you know, you can get more out of an 8-track machine than just 8 tracks. So let's just go through everything one by one and layer it up together, right? So we're going to start off with the drums. Always start with the drums, right? So a little bit of high frequency, that's fine. And we're just going to leave that there. The next thing you want to do is bring up the bass, right? The bass and the drums are the 2 most important things ever. And that sounds fine together. The next thing I like to do after drums and bass is vocals, right? You might think, oh, why don't you just go to the guitar or something that's next? But the vocal is the most important part of a song after the rhythm section, and the rhythm section is the bass and the drums, right? So we'll go to the vocal next.
Best jeans on a brand.
We're just not going to talk about my singing. It's not very good, right? I can sing better, I promise. I'm quite happy with how the vocals sound here. I might just turn the high frequencies down a little bit.
I didn't
and apart from that, it's fine.
I got her.
And we'll do the same with the backing vocal, even though that's not in yet. Next up, we're going to do the guitars because there's not really much else to do after that.
I didn't care if I got her.
So far, everything is in the middle because these are the most important things, and the most important things live in the middle. So that's why we've got our drums, the bass, and the vocals in the center. But the guitar, by panning the guitar over to the right slightly, gives it an individual space in the mix. And that's kind of what creating a good mix is all about, is just creating space. Boost the highs as well. Instantly better. If I add in the bass and the drums, it instantly sounds, that guitar is very obvious now. You can definitely hear what it's doing. The lead guitar is just playing this like compared to that, even though they're playing different things, they sound balanced because they're panned to the other side, and it's the same guitar sound and everything. So there's just harmony in everything, and I've just completely messed up all my levels now, so that's annoying. So naturally, let's have a look at the backing vocals, which is, like I said earlier, basically me singing the chorus again.
I got all dressed up for you.
And that thickens it. Everything gets louder. The vocal, you don't want that vocal, especially not in a chorus, to just like go down in volume and get hidden under everything else. You want it to just blast through and carry on the momentum that it's built over the verses. So that's why that's important. I also forgot to I forgot to mention something that's really cool about the vocals, right? So I've got a little bit of slapback delay, and you'll hear that right now. Have a listen. Completely dry.
I got all dressed up for you.
And slapback.
I got all messed up.
The only job now is to kind of just play the song and just like ride the faders and just see where it takes you, man.
I got all dressed up for you.
Just like if something sounds a bit too quiet, you turn it up. If something sounds too loud, you turn it down. That's all it is.
I got all dressed up for you.
You gotta be reactive. React to the music.
She's so cool. She's out of my league. I'm the fool on my
And that's how it's done. So hopefully, if you initially thought that the song sounded quite complicated with lots of moving parts, you'll now see after having it broken down like that, that the mix is actually pretty simple. I originally planned to make a video all about recording music on tape, why I do it in 2026, and my personal history with it, and if you're interested in doing it, how you can get into doing it as well. But earlier this week I made this video, and I just basically, I don't have the time to make two longer, like high production videos, so this is kind of like all you're getting. I hope that's okay though. The song I've been showing you today, All Dressed Up, if you're watching this, it's out now. It's out today actually, so if you want to go check it out, I'd really appreciate it. You can check it out by just searching up the band Glinter on whatever streaming platform you use, and it will be there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next Saturday with another video. Go watch this one now.